Okay. So this is part one of an interview with my grandma. So I'm just going to kind of ask her a few questions and see what she remembers so that we have it on camera. Right, Grandma?
I guess.
Okay, let's start with your mom and dad. What was your mom and dad's name?
Jose Rodriguez.
And then your mom?
Guadalupe Rivera Rodriguez.
Okay. And how did they meet? How did they meet? How did they meet each other?
At her home.
Was it an arranged marriage?
Huh?
Was it like an arranged marriage? They had picked your dad already for her?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that at all. It was just my mom had a stepfather,
Right?
and my mom only had her, and my dad was knew my mom's stepfather, so he came by one day in a horse to visit him because he was going to go through by the where they lived.
Uh-huh.
So he got to talking to my mom's stepfather and her mom, and then after a while, he already knew what he was going to ask her parents. So he asked for her hand, and just like that, he said yeah, and her mother went along with him and said okay.
And how old was your mom?
14.
And how old was your dad?
I'd say 38.
Around somewhere like that?
Yeah.
In his 30s?
Yeah.
Okay. How many brothers and sisters do you have? Not just how many did your mom and dad have?
12.
12. And name all the boys.
Huh?
Name all your brothers.
My brothers? Okay. Joe, Rigo, Raymond, Benny, and one named Benito. Yeah, he passed away. So, well, actually, she had 5 boys. And girls, there was Maria, Ines, Luisa, and me, and Francis. 5. 5. Oh, did I say Connie? Like Connie? Yeah.
And then one more.
And Carmen.
Yes, that's
the 7 she had. Girls.
That's down. Okay. And where did you guys all grow up at?
Huh?
Where did you guys all grow up at?
Well, I grew up in Nebraska. That's where I was born.
Nebraska?
And then my Mary and Joe the oldest, they were born in Mexico,
Okay.
and the rest, Rigo and Ines, I think they were born in Colorado. And then some of us were born in Nebraska, and some in Texas, and
As your parents made their way to where? California?
across the river.
Uh-huh. And then where did they finally stop at?
They stopped in well, they made it to California,
Right?
and then they stopped in Bakersfield.
And did you guys live there for a while?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No.
What?
No, when they came across, they
Mhm.
were in I told you those states
Mhm.
in California,
Nebraska,
Nebraska,
Colorado.
Colorado,
Uh-huh.
and Texas.
And then where did they finally stay?
Settled
Yeah, settle and have a home.
in Los Angeles. Yeah,
Okay. And that's where you were raised?
we was raised in Los Angeles. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um so when you were growing up, what was your first job?
My
Your
oh,
first job. What was your first job?
my first job.
Mhm.
Uh, picking in the fields.
What did you guys have to what did you pick?
We were picking string beans, strawberries, whatever.
Okay. And did they used to let you guys take some home?
Huh?
Did they ever let you guys take some home?
What?
Some of the whatever you were picking?
Oh no, no,
No?
no. We couldn't. In those days, you couldn't do that. That's stealing.
No, I said did they let you? Like, you
No,
know.
of course not.
Uh
Well, one man that I remember while working for him, he was mean.
yeah.
Yeah, and he used to get us get us by our ear, and if we didn't, move fast enough, I guess. He was mean.
How old were you?
I was maybe about 14.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
was mean.
maybe 12. And
Mm.
uh, and I remember I worked in the uh, uh, what is it, strawberries.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes, we would to pick them. Sometimes we would, get the ripe ones real ripe, and they would fall
Oh.
apart. And he said we were squashing them.
Uh
So that's when he pulled it from my ear. So on purpose, I started doing that.
Squishing them on
Yep.
purpose?
Yes, I was mad.
Ooh, so then
Yeah.
then what did he do? Did he
And
get
then I
you?
got up and I quit. I quit, and I went across the street, and there was uh, a little hamburger stand, and I went there, and I asked the man, that I had been working at picking up strawberries, and that the boss there was too mean, So he said, "Well, if you want to work with me, for a while, see if you like it." I said, "Why not?" So I started making
The
hamburger
hamburgers?
hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and that was my first job. Yeah.
Who did you hang out with out of your brothers and sisters when you were growing up? Who did you hang out with?
Who did I hang out with?
Yes, with your siblings. Which ones?
Uh, well, me and Francis were the ones that were always together, you know. And, my dad, my sister, Maria was still at home. There was a whole bunch of us,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom kept having kids, so she ended up total having 12. But out of the 12, 11, lived, and so that we were growing up there in Compton, and
One of your brothers passed away, right, when he was a baby?
huh?
One of your brothers passed away when he was a baby?
Oh, that was in Nebraska. Yeah,
What happened?
he had a cough really bad. That he was just a baby,
Oh.
and of course, where we lived, I guess it was hard to go and see a doctor right away.
Right, right.
So I guess my mom tried to, cure him with something.
Mm-hmm.
And but he passed away. It's the only one that he lost.
What was his name?
Benito.
Benito.
Uh-huh.
Was he before Benny?
Oh yeah, he was one of the first ones. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was first. It was Maria, and then Joe, and then Mary Louise, and then me, and then Francis, and then Carmen, and then what else? Carmen, and then Connie. Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. What was your first car?
What?
Your first car.
Oh, I never had a car. I never had a car, but um, my brother Raymond, Francis, and me, and Carmen,
Mm-hmm.
Frank's mom, we used to help a man, a white man, and he had an old Model T.
Uh-huh.
And we used to help him throw newspapers,
Mm-hmm.
and he would pay us a little bit and take us out to hamburger, hot dog. Oh, we were happy.
Mm-hmm.
And he also loaned us his car. I borrowed it one day.
Where'd you go?
I went driving it. I didn't even know how to really drive. It was shifts.
And he let you take it?
Yep. I was only maybe 13. And I remember Francis, me, and Carmen were in the car. And we were on the Alameda. In those days, you didn't see hardly no cars. Once in a while, there would be a car behind you or in the front. But that was a main, road, street. And the dummy me, I wanted to get to the right real fast, like, I didn't even know who was behind me. I just cut in the front. And the people in the back, it was a man, a wife, and about 3 kids. And I heard the brakes. They almost hit us in the back. And the man was so mad, I had to stop. And the man was so mad, I started crying, that, don't, that I didn't mean to do that, So he gave us a good lecture. And he says, I know that's not your car, so where'd you borrow it from? I said, well, this friend of ours, a friend of ours, we helped with the newspaper. We started just telling him the whole story. And he let us go. He could have been there and called the cops. And he let us go, so he said, make sure you take that car right back to that man that loaned you the car. So I did. We were so scared. Yeah. And we didn't tell him what had happened. Of course not. But we never borrowed it no more.
Well, no,
But,
you might wreck it.
Huh?
You might wreck it or kill someone.
Of course, I could have, but the man, in the back, he put brakes. And his wife and all the kids, when they put brakes, I guess they all went forward.
Oh,
And the man was so mad. Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Who was your first boyfriend?
I never had a boyfriend.
You never had a boyfriend?
No.
Well, how did you get husbands? You just made them your husbands?
When I was growing up, I used to beat them up.
The boys?
The boys. I like to fight with the boys. And Francis did too.
Well, there had to be one that you
Francis
didn't fight
was
with.
good at hitting them. You got to punch. And me, I learned it from her.
So you didn't have a boyfriend, a first one?
No. When I was growing in grammar school, I always waited for them to come out of school. We got out first, but instead of walking home, I'd be there in the alley waiting for him.
For
There
who?
was a couple of alleys going this way and that way,
Uh-huh.
and one was coming up from the school, and I waited. I don't know what he did to me. He probably made fun of me or something. I said, I'll get you. And I waited for him, and I beat the heck out of him.
You were a bully, Grandma?
Huh?
Were you a bully?
I was a bully again. Yeah.
Did you make him cry?
2 of them I beat up. Yeah.
Okay, so then your first boyfriend was Grandpa Frank?
I had a boyfriend.
No, I said your first boyfriend was Grandpa Frank. He had to be your boyfriend before he became your husband.
No, that wasn't really my first one. I had a couple before that.
Okay.
I couldn't say they were boyfriends.
No?
I wouldn't even see them. Just
Aww.
say hi and that's it. Yeah. They were
Where did your name Simona come from?
from the Bible, I guess.
From the Bible?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Huh. Don't ask me. I don't know. They never. I just know it came from the Bible. That's it.
Do you have a nickname that your siblings called you or your friends when you were growing up? Any
What?
any nicknames, or did they call you Simona?
Uh, what they call me?
Mm-hmm.
My name?
So you didn't have a nickname? No?
No.
Okay. What was your house like as a child?
Huh?
What was your house like as a child?
Growing up?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we lived in a big house. Yeah, I know you had a lot of bedrooms.
You did?
Right there in Compton. Yeah. That's where we were really growing up. We
Mm-hmm.
weren't even in school yet.
No?
No.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest sister was still at home.
Yeah.
So
Maria?
there was a whole bunch of us at home. Yeah. At least 11.
And your mom, what was she always doing? Cooking or what?
Her and Maria. Maria was only, my mom and Maria was only 15 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So Maria would be like a second mother to us, you know. Well, look at the ages. And Maria used to, every time that mom would have a baby, Maria would be there
To help.
to cook her chicken soup.
Uh-huh.
And she would kill the chicken. The chicken, she'd get the water ready, and take all the feathers out of that chicken.
And
After,
prepare it.
you put it in boil your water. Yeah, that's what my dad go over there and ask for my mom's hand, and they give it to my dad. And my poor mama, 14 years, she didn't know no better. She went with him, but she didn't know what she was getting into.
No.
He took her, and all he was doing making babies and babies and babies. So she ended up with 12. Only one night.
That's a lot.
I know it. So, I don't know. I guess in those days they didn't know how to take care of themselves. And she didn't know no better. She married him, and the man like a boss to her. Not so much a husband, but having babies and babies. And I remember she had a few at home.
Did you have a favorite toy as a child?
Uh, no, they never bought us nothing.
No toy? You didn't make one?
No, no. We used to. My sister Mary, she's the only one that liked to play a guitar
Mm-hmm.
with her friend, and they both used to. She had a guitar too, her friends, and they used to like to sing together. They sing pretty good together. So anyway, me and Francis, when Mary was busy in the kitchen doing something, we'd go in the bedroom, get hold of the guitar. We'd go in the backyard and start singing.
And
Uh,
playing?